Protection Agency in the Clinton administration. I am confident that you will vote positively on the resolutions requesting their appointment. During the year, Leo Puri stepped down as an independent director to join UTI. Deepak Satwalekar and David Boyles, independent directors, completed their term and retired from the board. Anne Fudge will retire from the board at this AGM. Ashok Vemuri, V. Balakrishnan, and B.G. Srinivas resigned as members of the board and from the services of the company. On behalf of the board of directors and on your behalf, I place on record our deep sense of appreciation for their services to the board and to your company. Our CEO and MD, Shibulal, has requested the board, and the board has kindly agreed that he would leave the company once a new CEO is found and the new CEO takes charge. Your company started the search to select the successor to Mr. Shibulal. I am glad to welcome Dr. Vishal Sikka as the new CEO and MD. He is somewhere in the flight from India to United States, and he will become the CEO and MD effective August 1, 2014. Mr. Shibulal will therefore demit his position and office and leave the company on July 31st, 2014. Mr. Srinath Bhatni, who is due to retire in November 2014, has expressed his desire to leave the company on July 31st, 2014. Mr. Chris Gopalakrishnan, the gentleman amongst the founders, has requested, and the board has agreed, that he will become the non-executive vice chairman effective today, that is June 14, 2014, and will leave the company on October 10, 2014. Jeff Lehman and Omkar Goswami complete their terms in April 2015 and December 2014, respectively. Therefore, my friends, I thank on your behalf these wonderful people for their seminal contribution to the company. Our employees are our biggest assets. On behalf of the board of directors and on your behalf, I salute our employees for their aspiration, focus on clients, hard work, commitment, and teamwork. On behalf of the board of directors, every Infosian, and every one of you, I place on record our deep appreciation of our clients, vendor partners, investors, and bankers for their continued support. We thank the Government of India, particularly the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the Ministry of Commerce, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of External Affairs, the Customs and Excise Departments, the Income Tax Department, the software technology parks in places in India where we operate, the Reserve Bank of India, the state governments, and other government agencies for their support. We look forward to their continued support. We also thank the governments of various countries where we operate. We thank the trustees of the Infosys Foundation and the trustees and jury chairs of Infosys Science Foundation for sparing their time for the foundation's activities. One more thing. This is the last time I'll be addressing you as the chairman of the company. It is fair, therefore, that I have your time to describe the realities of what some outsiders and some sections of the media have been commenting based on malicious rumors, unfounded allegations, and speculations. When the board of Infosys invited me to come back last June, they wanted me to do two things. First, build a strong foundation for growth, and second, assist them in finding an able CEO successor to Mr. Shibulal. Let me talk about the second objective first. The Nominations Committee, with Mr. K.V. Kamath as the chairman and Mr. Sheshasai and Ms. Kiran Mazumdar Shah as members, brought in Manvinder Banga as an official advisor for this task. They also requested Chris Gopalakrishnan and me to assist them when needed in this task. First, the Nominations Committee rated the performance of internal candidates during the last 3 years. Then they hired a highly respected leadership evaluation firm for obtaining additional data on the leadership potential of the internal candidates. The internal candidates made presentations to the entire board on their vision and how they would achieve their vision. The Nominations Committee also hired a leading global executive search firm for identifying world-class external candidates. After a detailed and thorough exercise extending to 2 months, the Nominations Committee zeroed in on Dr. Vishal Sikka, till recently a member of the management board of SAP AG. Dr. Sikka is well known globally for leading the creation of HANA, an in-memory database, and has been hailed as a wonderful leader and a technology visionary. I have served on the board of two huge multinational companies, and I have watched their CEO selection process from close quarters. I can confidently say that the CEO selection process adopted by the Nominations Committee and their advisor here at Infosys is second to none in its rigor, fairness, transparency, and speed. I hope you will be grateful to Mr. K.V. Kamath, the members of the Nominations Committee, and the official advisor for such a wise selection, and that you will welcome Dr. Sikka and support him fully in his mission to make Infosys the best company in the industry. I am glad that the second part of my mission is over. Let me now come to the first part of my mission. It was very clear to me soon after my return that we needed to improve sales effectiveness, software delivery effectiveness, and cost optimization to get back to the industry-leading days of Infosys, and that we had to take some hard and tough decisions. I also said at the last AGM on June 15, 2013, that it would take at least 36 months for these initiatives to yield results. I realized pretty early in my career that there are four fundamental requirements for the success of any corporation anywhere in the world. And they are building a strong foundation of quality, world-class people based on fairness, transparency, meritocracy, and accountability. Second, implementing robust real-time systems, leveraging modern technology for improving the productivity of people, as well as ensuring that every employee has access to information that defines the up-to-date state of the system, of course, on a need-to-know basis.